Hey everybody, Matt Johnson here. We are back with another episode of Real Estate Uncensored. We are excited because we're talking all about events, how to dominate your farm with events specifically. So we're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff on how to run events in your farm, exactly what kind of events you should be running, how to run them, and how to use them to generate more leads and more success in your farm area and become the dominant agent in your chosen neighborhood. So I am joined, as always, in the co-pilot seat by the junior grandmaster himself, Greg McDaniel. What is up today?
Matt, my dear good friend, I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking me. One of the things that I always struggle with being 6'5", 225, not a small human, is finding a big enough coffee mug, okay? And so I showed this to Matt. Now, I'm going to show this to you guys. Now, this is my already kind of oversized, coffee mug.
Yeah, in case you don't know, Greg is a large human being, so that coffee cup may look normal to your eyes. It's already huge. I've seen it in person.
Here's my new coffee cup. Greg McDaniel size approved coffee cup, guys. And I told Matt, if I'm going to only allowed to have one beer a day, guess where that one's going.
That's
so
right.
I had to get that joke out. But all joking aside, guys, it is the holiday season right now. Fill your time with loved ones. I got to spend about about an hour and change with my mom today. I haven't seen her in a while. She and I had a great time. It reminded me how much I enjoy being around my parents. Not everybody can say that, but think of the loved ones, your friends, your family, your extended family, your family that you brought into your life by your own choosing. Go spend time with them, guys. A lot of these holidays are pretty much blown up because of marketing and everything else, but they're truly about family and loved ones and getting back together and reconnecting. Disconnect from real estate for a couple of days and just enjoy your family, you guys. They are not going to be there your entire life. So I just want to say that, Mom, I love you. If you ever listen to this podcast, I've been pestering her to listen, Matt. But if she does, I know this will warm her heart.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good advice. I like it.
Thanks.
All right. So we want to get to a question real quick here from the Lead Gen Scripts and Objections forum on Facebook. So Sydney Waits asked, are any of you sending holiday gifts to your clients this year? And if so, what are you sending? And what are some examples of what you're writing in the cards enclosed with the gifts? So Greg, what say you?
What say I, good sir, would be what we do is we do C's candy boxes. We do I think we bought 250 of them this year. Now, Chris and Terry love going and handing out the C's candy. I abhor it personally, just because I know that I would rather do something not so, like something we do every year. But our clients, you guys, I'd rather do like a beer or a glass of wine or a snack with someone, right? But our clientele look forward to it. And I'm not kidding. Like, if we don't deliver to people, they will literally call our office and be like, hi, Greg. Yeah, this is Matt. So, can I ask you, did we just not make the list this year? Matt, what do you mean? Well, we didn't receive our C's candy. Holy shit. Get out the door. Get the C's going.
That's right. You have like a SWAT team or SWAT team rolls out the door in full gear, MP5s in hand, but they're launching C's candy from through grenade launchers from across the street.
Yeah, we got it. It's like a potato gun for C's candy.
Exactly. It's like, well, it went through the upstairs window on the right-hand side. I'm pretty sure they got it. I think that's a bedroom.
If we could attach like smoke canisters to it so we can see where it's emanating from, we say, it's actually in the upstairs third bedroom, ma'am. Okay, yeah, receive that.
That's right. Just follow the flare smoke.
Hope we don't burn the house down. And if you're looking to sell because of the damage, you know who to call.
Exactly. That's right.
Actually, guys, Matt just told me that he just had his first C's. I know. I can hear all the going everywhere right now, going, what rock did he crawl out from underneath? So now, Matt, that you've had it, do you like it? Would you find it a valuable gift?
It's phenomenal. I would enjoy receiving it as a gift, and I say that not because I want you to send me, but I received a very nice gift of some C's candy, and it was very good. I enjoyed it.
So formal about it. Yes, I actually think I would actually enjoy dining on another morsel of C's candy.
That's right.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I do cut my C's with a knife and fork. So.
Oh God. Oh. I had a friend over at my house the other day, and they looked at me. They're very, very formal, and she looked at me because I brought her some of my barbecue chicken, right? And she's looking at me, looking at the plate, looking at me, looking at the plate, and I'm like, and then, oh, knife and fork. Sorry. And I'm like, I'm like,
Yes, Greg. Not everybody eats everything with their fingers.
they're not Neanderthals like yours truly.
That's right.
Okay, but guys, let's get back until Matt and I, totally take a hard left on you. Let's get back and talk about what if your budget isn't as high as to buy C's, because they come in like 2, 4, 6, 8 pounders. I mean, they get kind of pricey, right? And then if you're going to mail them, you got to tack on another expense there. Another really good idea, guys, go out and get like maybe just little thank you cards, something very simple. This was given to me the other day. Then, have a blank center, and then just write something. And on the inside, put something like a $5, Starbucks card. But on the invite, say, Matt, sorry we haven't talked in the last few months. I hope all is well with you. Happy holidays. And we need to get together and have a coffee on me. Greg. Boop. Now here's a trick. Now, I know this is coming a little bit late, but, don't shoot the messenger, guys. We just got around to this podcast. Use it for next year. But don't send out Christmas cards. Send out Thanksgiving cards. Why? Because you stand out from the crowd, because everybody sends the Christmas cards, right? I mean, there's an avalanche of cards that come down the pipe in the mail rooms. Why not do a Thanksgiving card? I got that from Darren Hardy, by the way, from Success Mag. I thought it was a phenomenal idea, Matt. So, those are some of the things that we do. What have you heard of other agents doing similar like things, or things that would maybe be more cost effective? What are your thoughts?
No, as far as like gifts and stuff like that, I'm a little out of the loop. Obviously, my niche is online and video and email marketing, so I don't hear what a lot of agents are doing in terms of what they physically send out. But the second part of that question though is like, what do you write in the cards that you send along with the gifts? Maybe we can talk about that. I mean, that's a concern that people have. Like, what do you say?
What? Wasn't paying attention. I was writing an idea down for you.
For me, great. Yeah.
No,
by the way,
was.
your Thanksgiving card's in the mail.
Sure, just like the check is, right?
That's right.
Go back to what you were going to say.
When you're sending a gift to a client or dropping off a gift to a client, you have like a nice thank you card or a note to go along with the gift. Like, what do you say in the note?
In the note, guys, I'd be very casual with them. It needs to be one-off. It doesn't need to be mass-produced, and there needs to be that genuine connection. Like, Matt, Julie, your 3 12-pound babies. You know what? I really appreciate you guys helping us, letting us help you purchase your 6-bedroom house due to your large family plans. I also wish we could get together and grab a beer one of these days soon. All happy holidays, best wishes, call me, and stay safe. I don't know, something like that. Personalize it to them because they want to know that it wasn't just like rubber stamp and it's one and done, and then you're sitting there just signing it. Like, oh, Greg McDaniel, you're my 250 card. Greg McDaniel, 251. Greg McDaniel, 253. That.
Right.
People do not feel.
So talk to them in the card exactly like you talk to them in person.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And for digital stuff, Matt, I was thinking about this. If you want to make it super simple, and it's a free tool, guys, go on to Animoto.com. It's a free video collage site. You can go take the MLS photos of the home that they bought or the home that they sold, and I just came up with this, by the way, bought and sold, and then put together a collage with music that you think, because they have a huge music list on there, right, of music you think they might like, and then just make a collage. Hey guys, hey Matt and Julie and your 3 12-pound babies. Great memories of working with you guys this year. Thanks so much, from us to you. Then you send them that in the email, and it's like, oh wow, hey, look, you guys remember all these photos? Oh, I forgot about that photo. Or, when they sold a home, oh, I remember that backyard. I love that thing, but I'm sorry that we had to move to Pennsylvania and whatever. I'm not knocking anyone from Pennsylvania, so. But Animoto is a very, very free site. If you guys want to step it up a notch, go to iMovie for Mac users and do a trailer. Those things are sick. If I just had the attention span, I would actually do it.
That's right. Another idea you should go back and write down for yourself after we get done with the show. So, all right, let's say we get into the main topic for the day, and we give out we'll give us some shout outs here real quick, and then we'll get into the topic of events, right?
Yeah.
So number one, if you're with us live, if you're watching or if you're watching this on the replay version, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube so that you get all future videos, and as well as just general real estate coaching content from other fantastic coaches that are out there. And then make sure, if you want to hear us right here in your earbuds, head on over to iTunes or Stitcher and subscribe there. And then a couple of vendors to give a special thank you to, a little shout out to Viral Marketing for cutting a check to make Hangouts and podcasts like these happen. They are awesome. If you need to generate more repeat and referral business from your database through video and email marketing, check them out at getviral.com. And then Equity. So we're talking about this, Greg, before we started, before we actually went live. So Equity is really cool. We mentioned them, but we're not always necessarily the best at telling people why they're so awesome. So Equity is a buyer lead generation platform that is built from the ground up by your buddy Pierce for the solo agent as opposed to a big team, right? So what Equity does is it allows you to generate a smaller number of leads that are sustainable at very affordable costs, and then they actually pair you up with a lender that pays half the cost for you. So it's a really phenomenal platform. So for anybody, I think Greg has kind of dropped off, so he'll be hopping back on the broadcast real quick. But for those that can stay with us to the end of the show, just take the McDaniel Challenge. Greg will give out his phone number. He always gives out. You can always get a hold of him at greg@mcdanielrealestatesystems.com, and he'll get you hooked up with Pierce that can talk about the Equity program. So I was just telling people that you dropped off for a second, but you're back with us, Greg.
You dropped off too. You went all frozen face on me like this.
Interesting.
That's weird. So I wonder who they're going to hear, because I was talking about Equity, and I guess you were too. I wonder who they're going to hear, or they're going to hear a combination of both of us.
Maybe that'll be bad. That's right. We haven't had a lot of glitches on Google Hangouts, but maybe that was one of them.
Freaking Google glitch.
All right, so quickly, the McDaniel Challenge.
Yo, McDaniel Challenge, guys. You guys know what I'm going to say right now. I'm going to do it fast. Call me, text me, phone number, private personal cell phone number. Yes, test me, see if it's real. 925-915-1978. Again, 925-915-1978 is my cell. Guys, I reserve every day, weekday, and the 6 o'clock hour, to talk with someone who picks up the phone and challenges me and talks to me about a problem or something specific they want to have maybe a private conversation about, or just a quick little coaching sesh about something that they need kind of sorted out. So I really look forward to doing this, guys. I love you guys and I want to help you, but excuse me. Shout outs, yeah? Okay, Gary Thomas, Minneapolis. Dude, thank you for reaching out. I will call you today. We will talk more about the Equity program without a doubt. Thank you for listening. It really makes Matt and I very, very happy. Eric, brother man. Hey, dude, you hit me up on Facebook and texted yesterday, and you're like, hey, dude, yeah, check out where I am on Thanksgiving. So I look forward to seeing where you're going to be. And then Deborah Hunter. We are going to get together absolutely and talk more about the Equity program and how we can hopefully get it up in Northern Virginia for you. But those are my 3 shout outs, guys. Don't leave me hanging, guys. Give me a shout out. I got to give a shout out. So there it is.
All right, cool. So events, we took longer than expected to get there. We're working on shortening that up, but sometimes it's hard for us to get through all the stuff we want to say. So
Matt and I also took an hour to do our banter, which usually takes us 20 minutes, and we're right. It's a talkative day. Who knows?
Exactly. All right. So we're talking about events in your farm area specifically, right? So as opposed to just your general client appreciation events, events that you might attend for networking and things like that, we want to talk specifically about the events that you would run in your farm area to position yourself correctly, to meet other people that are in your farm, in your target neighborhoods, right? So, so where do you start with that? What's the starting place for the average agent?
Starting place, Matt, for the average agent, actually, it's very, very easy to do. Let's say you don't have a budget, or you just found a farm, you have no traction in that neighborhood, and you're like, crap, I want to do an event here. What can I do? We have 2 different types of events that you can immediately start doing. One of which is going to be, depending on the season, I know that in Omaha, if you did a garage sale in December, it wouldn't go off so well. So of course,
really, can't imagine why.
It'd be a frozen event.
I mean, if it was a drive-through garage sale, if you can swing that, where people don't actually have to exit their vehicles to look at your stuff, then that might work.
Okay, we'll work on that. There could be business in that, my friend. But anyways, it's seasonal event. This is, since I'm in California, this popped in my mind. But garage sales, guys, you can pretty much run those almost year-round, except for the super rainy season. If we get an El Nino, we're not going to do it this winter either. But spring and summer are 2 bigger selling market times anyways. Get out there with your garage, with your yard signs that you guys use for open houses. Go door knocking in your farm area. Introduce yourself. Hi, this is Greg McDaniel, J. Rockcliffe Realtors. I'm out here building my business, new to the neighborhood, blah, 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 blah. House is sold, yakety schmackety. By the way, if you guys are thinking about doing a garage sale, or your street's thinking about doing a garage sale this year, I'd be ecstatic to lend you guys my A-frame open house signs that you guys could put some paper on and direct people to you. I'd even be happy to help set it up for you if you'd like, because what you want to do there, so if it's one house, you probably don't need a whole lot of setup, but you can help publicize it. You can put it on your Facebook, you can put it on your Twitter, you can do a video about it. You know, you can do help get more people to the garage sale. But if they're going to do a larger scale one, well, you be the point of contact and the one that networks everybody in the neighborhood who wants to participate. Then put a sheet together of what houses are going to have what, groupings of items. You know what I'm saying? Or just, it could be general. Like this house is going to have this, 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 and this. And next house is going to have this, 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 and this. It'll give the attendees an opportunity to, one, email to you, call you, go to your site and download whatever it takes to get their hands on it. So it's gonna be a whole marketing flyer on the event, the homes that are gonna have what, and then kind of a map on where they're gonna go. Now, why is this beneficial to you, you might ask? Well, twofold. Let's really think about this. Let's unpack this, as Toby Salgado would say. One, you're going to become a friend in the neighborhood. You're not a bloodthirsty real estate agent that's lurking in the dark corners waiting to jump on and pounce on someone for their next sale. You are actually someone they want to see, because you're taking work off of their back, right? They don't have to do so much work anymore. Next, every person that wants to come and help download this thing or pick it up from your office or whatever it is, it's going to have your branding information on it, not to be selling to them. I want to make that very clear to you, not to sell to them, but as a resource of goodness. You want to go and you want to be a provider. Hey, Matt, if you need any more questions about the garage sale, please contact me at blah, blah, blah. Okay, that is powerful. That because people will reach out to you, they will call you, they will text you, they will email you about this thing.
Right.
At the end of it, anyone who downloads it, you potentially have their email address. You can add them to a follow-up campaign. The neighborhood, you're going to get all of their contact information, so you can follow up with them, and they'll be happy to give it to you. So at the end of the day, for breaking into a neighborhood, now if you're in the Midwest or you're on the East Coast, or you're where something where it's colder in some of the months, part of the season. I know that you guys have other ideas on this, so just kind of put the footwork that I just talked about, how to leverage all this stuff into action for whatever event you would do. So Matt, I mean, you just moved from the Midwest. What would be an event? I just thought of one. Would it be like a snow plowing event? Like I'll come to your house and I'll snow plow for you, or something like that, clear your driveway?
Yes, the infamous Nebraska snowplow events. That's of yore,
It's like cow tipping, but
the old-fashioned, yeah, exactly, the old-fashioned snowblowing events. Honestly, like in the Midwest, like the upper Midwest. I mean, once it hits winter, really people shut down a little bit. The neighborhood events will tend to be like Christmas light events and things like that. Holiday decoration competitions and
there you go.
Like holiday tours and stuff like that. So there isn't as much opportunity. If you're looking for, if the in is you offering like your open house signs, there isn't as much of that going on to where you can offer that. But I did think of something else while you were talking. I zoned you out a little bit and found something online that would be helpful.
Nothing new about that comment.
If you're doing the garage sale approach, right, what would be cool to do is to have a garage sale checklist that you can leave with them that has your business card stapled right to it. So that's something if they're thinking of having a garage sale, they paste this thing up on their fridge with your information. So if you just Google print like a garage sale checklist PDF, make sure you add the words PDF. There's a bunch of them out there. You can make your own and make it like super branded, so that the PDF itself is branded, or you can just download an existing one that's out there, staple your business card to it. That way, when you go out, I mean, that might be good enough. Even just that handout alone, if you're doing it the right season, when people first start doing the garage sales, like if it was in the Midwest, to be like March, April, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, and we don't even have to staple your business card to it, Matt. What you do is you take the other side of that paper, right? So, well, here's just a printout I have. Let's say this is the event, information.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got 50% of that flyer that's not taken up. You know, do something related to you or introducing you and your team on the other side, non-salesy but education. So you have two things to talk about when you're at that front door or when they get that, you know, in the mail or whatnot. But for the tour, I had a great idea for the Midwest. For you're talking about light tours, like the houses that are all lit up, like who's got the biggest, best one.
Yep.
Well, why don't you go out and go, you know, go roaming the streets, and at night. This sounds creepier and creepier. And go look for the houses that are the best lit up ones. Then put together a tour of them that you can then direct people to that are new to the area. Like, hey guys, if you guys want to see some great lights, we're famous for them here in this area. Here are some great addresses you might really, really like. Also take that, put that on a video clip. This is when iMovie would be phenomenal. Brand it. Hey guys, Greg McDaniel, J. Rockcliffe Realtors here. Hey, I just want to talk to you. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska right now. And this year in 2015, we got an amazing light show. Okay. Now I'm going to take you through on a couple of my favorites, but I'd love to hear from you guys. Give me your thoughts. And if you think your house beats on any of these, send me a video back, you know, and then send that out to them, post it on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, you could easily do something similar to what I'm doing with Jeff Cohn, which is we're doing GoPro videos through like drive-through videos through neighborhoods.
Oh yeah,
and it's like really long-term SEO value-add content for his website. But you could do something like that on a much smaller scale, where you drive through your key neighborhoods at night and show the house, the lights, the Christmas lights, and then you just do like a narration either live while you're in the car, or you can just overdub it on top of it and have somebody piece that together for $50. But basically you narrate it and talk about the neighborhood as you drive through, why it's desirable and why people are moving there, you know, a little bit about the real estate market, throw in some stuff about that, about where you expect to see it go, and just a little bit of real estate content, but mostly neighborhood content. And then what you do is you contact like your homeowners association for that neighborhood. You get on the nextdoor.com site for that neighborhood and you post that, or get somebody that's in the neighborhood, send it to them and have them post it if you don't have a direct in to that neighborhood association like Facebook group or the Nextdoor page, whatever the case is. So there's ways to get that content out there and in front of the people that you're farming, just based off of like simple things like those light tours.
Oh, Matt, you nailed it on the head, my friend. It also, guys, what Matt said about those tours, that's original content. It's video. The spiders are going to love it on the open web. And if you do it consistently and then meditate it correctly on the back end on YouTube, guys, this is evergreen content that you can go, and if you do it for 4 full seasons, well, in California, it's just 1 full season.
That's right. It's the same season 4 times.
I don't understand. Why is he saying summer? Look just like winter.
Exactly.
But for you guys, what it is, it will show over a 12-month time frame. This is really, truly powerful. This will show the different neighborhoods, what they look like in different seasons, so that when someone from California is being, you know, relocated to Omaha, Nebraska, we're like, ah, shit, what is this place going to freaking look like? You know, just flat? I mean, is there just cows everywhere? I mean, what's going on?
Cows everywhere.
Quickly, I gotta tell you a funny story. My sister went to Texas, and my brother and sister went to school in Texas, right? And they're from California. On like the first day of school, everyone's down there, freshmen and everything, and this dude walks up to my sister and legitimately asked this question. So, you're from California, right? My sister's like, yeah. He's like, so is it true? I don't sound like George Bush right now. So is it true? But he goes, is it true? And she's like, what, dude? Do you guys really surf to school?
What? That's a real question?
That's a real question.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, I joke about, not that, but I joke about, you know, if there's just cows out there and it's all flat, but people honestly don't know. And it would be beneficial if you could be the resource of video content. So I'm like, okay, summer, spring, summer, fall, winter.
Sure, why not?
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Yeah, but you know what, it goes to a bigger point, which is that one of the first, you know, hurdles you're trying to overcome with your marketing is credibility, right? So if people are able to find, like you can talk to someone on the phone when you're doing circle prospecting, and they're like, well, who are you? Oh, just Google my name or run it through YouTube, Greg McDaniel, and you know they're going to find 100 videos of you that just, it builds credibility. It's going to lead them to a YouTube channel that's stocked with content. Like, it completely annihilates any objection they have about you not being an expert in the area you claim to be expert in, right?
Yeah, you and I talked about that on another one of our hangouts that I had a lady, she's like, well, I don't know you. I'm like, oh, just Google me. Go to YouTube, type in my name. And she's like, oh, I already did. I'm like, oh, so then you know me then. She's like, yeah, I know you. I'm comfortable with you. I'm like,
Exactly.
thank God.
Yeah. Very
But
powerful. All right. Now, before we get too off track, we started roaming into online and video marketing because we're very passionate about that. But let's get back to the high touch and into the events.
all right. So we talked about the garage sale. So now let's hypothetically say, okay, we have a pinky toe grab in the market if we're brand new or reestablishing ourselves, and that's all you really need. So now, congratulations, you just sold a home in your core marketplace. Now, how in the hell are you gonna compound that good news? Well, congratulations, guys, you came to the right podcast. I'm telling you how. What you're going to do is you do a celebration of ownership. You do goodbye to the neighborhood. You do something for the homeowners. You throw a party for them leaving. Now, why do this? Well, because if they've been there for any amount of time, they have established relationships with neighbors around them. A lot of their friends have come to the house. Everyone has a lot of good memories. I mean, if it's a violent divorce, probably not the best thing to throw. But, for the average sale, this is a really good idea. We just did this for some of
I like the term violent divorce. It's like as if you cannot expel that person from your life fast enough.
excrete them out of my life.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Anyway, go ahead.
so
I can just imagine like a ref throwing a flag and like a pass the symbol for pass interference, or
just straight arm.
Exactly. Okay, so not good for violent divorces, but for every other circumstances, they're good. Go ahead.
Really good. So what we do is we go and we get a guy who has a little taqueria over in Oakland, and he has mobile units that he comes out to different locations. And what he'll do is, I don't know, I think it's like $400, $300, something like that. But he'll come out and he'll make burritos, quesadillas, tacos for you on the spot live with all different like chicken, pork, steak, marinated pork, all the condiments to boot. He brings sodas and he brings waters. Now we go and buy a bunch of beer so we can tack it on, because most people when they get done with the transaction, they need a few beers because that shit is stressful. And then we just sit there, guys, and we're not trying to pick up business. All we're trying to do is this. We're trying to help them get the word out. So we say, hey, Matt and Julie and your 12-pound babies, your 3 12-pound babies, give me all the contact information. So best would be name and email address for all the people you want us to invite on your behalf. And then, because now I'm going to get all those emails, whoop, put them right into my funnel, guys. Now they're going to get dripped out by me, right? Then I'm going to send out about, I think we did 100 postcards in a radius around the property, inviting everybody to say goodbye to Matt and Julie. They're moving on with their life, so on and so forth. And then the day of the event, you get there early. You get set up and prepped, get everything, all the beers and sodas and ice chilled, get the food prepped and ready. Then you just hang out. And you bring a couple of business cards only if someone asks you, but you're the butler, guys. You're there clearing the beer, clearing the sodas, clearing up the plates, getting people new beer, getting them another glass of water, interjecting in conversation and chatting with them. You're basically just there to serve. That is what your goal is. Now, inevitably, your clients are going to say, someone's going to say, well, who are they? Who are the creepers over in the corner? You're like, oh no, those are my real estate agents. Oh, they are. They're the ones responsible for getting you that such a high price. Yeah. Then they come over. I heard you got Matt and Julie like 60,000 over the listing price. Yeah. We sure did. Well, what's the market like? And there you go. And then it starts rolling. Okay. And then just hang out and say, hey, if I can ever do anything for you, if you ever have any questions, I can answer. Here's my card. Just give me a holler. We're always able to talk. Not hard sales. Do not hard sale at this event. It will be a disaster of an event if you do this, because people are going to be like, God, what is wrong with this guy? He took a perfectly fun event and destroyed it. Now, that also talks about music and timelines and when you throw it. We throw them on afternoons around anywhere from, I think, was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4 to 6 is when we were scheduled to be there so that we could catch people coming home from work. I think we did it on like a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. It was just, it was something, maybe they could take the food home for dinner, they could get dinner there, whatever else. But we also weren't interfering with people going out of town for the weekends, or if they have Friday night dinner dates or whatever the other things are. But you guys get the idea. Just go for it and run with it. It's very powerful. It's a lot of fun. And like Matt, you explain what your guy does in San Diego.
Yeah, so this is a guy that I know that it does mostly high-end homes. So he's talking about, minimum of 1.5 million. So he's doing when he brings on a client, especially when it's a buyer client they're like a lot of reload buyers or whatever the case is, they're coming from some other part of California, so he's not listing their home in that particular case. So when he first starts working with him, it's actually built into the process. It's the celebration phase of the home buying process. So when he takes them through it, it's in his buyer, kind of presentation, that he's going to throw them a housewarming party. At the end of that's the final phase of the home buying process. It's not even it's not something he tries to tack on. It's not something he brings up if he likes them halfway through the transaction. Like, it's baked into the process. He has a set budget. I think he spends about $500 per. Part of that I think is subsidized by his lender. And so he is bringing like a catered event, and then he will kind of be the butler guy, the guy that kind of makes sure, goes around, make sure, hey, are your drinks filled? Can I get you anything? He's refilling the ice, he's doing this, and just kind of buzzing around, kind of playing the host almost, and kind of taking the burden off of the new homeowners to do that part of it. So taking care of logistics, interacting with people, making sure everybody's having a good time, answering questions, and yada yada. And that will. Now he's extremely like he's a high I, like he's a people person, so that's right up his alley. That naturally leads into those conversations that lead to new clients. But he's the same guy that kind of bakes the referral into the process, because he's telling them right up front, hey, you're going to be so overjoyed by this process. You're going to have so much fun. We're going to take care of you at such a high level that you're going to refer us to 2 of your friends and family at some point during this process.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so powerful.
So, like, the people he meets at the housewarming party are usually gravy on top of 2 solid referrals he's getting earlier in the process, like before they, either at the closing table or during the closing process, because he's consistently asking them. So it's very systematic. He has a set budget. He has a set way that he does it, so it doesn't take up too much time. He has just a checklist, like a system that he goes through, because he's very good about systematizing what he does, and that's really the key to that. I think when you look at that, like, an event like this can be overwhelming, and it can if you do what everybody else does and you start with a blank piece of paper every single time and you go, housewarming party.
Oh shit! What did I do last time? I
Yeah,
know.
do it once. Find what you like, systematize, and then do it the same way every single time. For crying out loud, I don't know how many times I have to say that, but I'm going to start saying it more often.
But
turn it into a system, and then do it the same way every time. Exactly.
That's why we call our parent company McDaniel Systems.
Exactly.
But the other opportunity, 2 more things here, guys, on this thing is that when you're at the event, you could potentially have a sign-in sheet for folks, or you or someone is going around doing video, getting video testimonials, taking photos, putting together a collage and sending it out to all the people that have the email addresses to showcase the event that you threw. Hey, so sorry if you guys weren't able to make it, and thank you for all those of you that did. Here are quick, memorable photos and quick video clips just to keep your brand naturally on it. And then send it back out to them, post it to YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and you use it as another leverage point. Are we making this clear enough? Because this is the high tech, the high touch side, right? Also, here's the high touch. Don't be a secret agent. Don't be sitting there cowering in the corner, staring at the wall, just hoping to God this would get over quick. If you're not a high D or high I or something like that, man up or woman up. Get your name badge on. Get your shirt with your logo on it. You're not flagrantly promoting yourself. You're confidently promoting your professional services. Look what I did for them. I can do it for you. Yes, I am a real estate agent. How may I help you? But just don't be a secret agent. Don't let them be sitting wondering, going, who's the guy in the corner? Who's
don't
drooling.
be the creepy guy in the corner. Good.
Who's drooling and has messy hair, and one of his eyes, I think, is going left. Why is that doing that?
That's right. Well, that's just an insult to all the people that have eyes that go left.
See, mine go left too. See.
Okay. All right. Anything? Any last or final words on events in your farming area?
Guys, don't hold back. Don't be afraid of doing them. Don't be like, oh, well, it's never been done. That's because no one's ever thought of it before. Be the first one. Be the driver. If someone says, oh, it's never been done before, be like, great, get out of my way. Stop talking to me, because I'm the one that's going to do it. Don't let anyone shoot down your ideas. Oh, that's a stupid idea. That won't work. Blank them. Just get out there and make it work, because I guarantee it could work. I just had a lady come through one of my classes at AIM, And I always make my AIM students make them come up with an idea for themselves. You know what? Here's two really quickly. Do flyers. If you know there's a high dog population, or people have maybe it's in a more rural area or whatnot. Now, this idea wouldn't work for a rural area. Well, maybe it would. Anyways, let's say we'll just go with dogs. Since Matt, you love dogs, I love dogs.
But I actually have one. I would just like to point that out.
I have two cats.
Yeah,
I have my two furry bastards.
And claims to be a dog lover.
I do love dogs, Dick. He's a fake dog lover. He doesn't even own one. How can we trust him? It's like trusting a skinny chef or a bull barber.
That's right.
I can do your hair perfectly, sir. That's funny because I don't think you've done hair in like the last 20 years, Baldy. But here you go. So you make a relationship with a mobile pet groomer. Okay. Go out and say, look, I want to help you grow your business. How can I help you do this? You guys come to an arrangement on it, and they're going to donate 2 hours of free pet grooming or whatever with a discount card. Then you put the piece of paper all over the neighborhoods, door knocking. Hey, this is what the market's doing. By the way, on Saturday the 23rd, we're going to be having a free 3-hour pet grooming down at such and such dog park. Would you guys like to come on down? Oh, no, we don't have any dogs. We're like Greg McDaniel. We just say we like them. No, but our neighbor, Matt Johnson, loves dogs. I know he'll take his hound down. Go down, have the event there, have a animal rescue van down there adopting pets out, and post the flyers at the dog park while you're letting the hound run. So you're helping animals get rescued. You're getting your dog or rabbit or cat or whatever you bring down there, cleaned up. And you know what? You're bringing value to the neighborhood. You're providing a service, and you're helping the dog groomer or pet groomer get more business because they're being philanthropic, giving to the neighborhood. They can get their name out there, and you're just an overall hero. I mean, that one could be an annual event. Crap, what was the other one I was going to tell you? There's another good one. I don't know, but
save it for a future episode. Apparently,
if it comes back, yeah.
That's right. Okay, you'll find it on one of your 10 legal pads in your hobbit's nest one of these days. We'll do another episode on it. All right. Well, let's send this baby home real quick here. So, you want to give a quick shout out to Equity again?
Yeah, quick Equity guys with 2 Qs. Give me a holler. Take the McDaniel Challenge, 925, 915, 1978. Friend me on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever else, guys. Get a hold of me. Please reach out. And Equity, guys, it's a buyer lead generation system that is 75% more affordable than any of the major lead generation systems for buyers. We'll guarantee to deliver 5 to 10 buyers per month. And if you don't have one, we will help provide a lender, defining what depends on the areas of lender that will pay half of the total cost. So, guys, it is a heck of an opportunity for you guys to really start moving and shaking at a very affordable price versus some of the majors out there. But, Matt, go ahead and do yours, and then I want to do our YouTube quick chat.
Yep. The only other shout out I have is just Viral Marketing, for cutting a check to make hangouts and podcasts like these happen. They are awesome. Check them out at getviral.com. Remember, viral is with a Y. And then, subscribe on YouTube if you're watching the replay here so you get more of our videos and more coaching content in general. Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on Stitcher if you have an Android device and you want to get the audio versions.
Yeah, guys, watch for our next articles. We're getting printed in Inman quite on a regular basis. So, give us a shout out if you see it. Tell us if you like them. We love doing them. We love helping folks. But Matt and I have a goal, and we can only do this goal with your express help. We would love to get to 750 viewers before the end of February. So,
subscribers on YouTube.
What'd I say?
Viewers.
Well, there is YouTube too.
Yeah, subscribers. So subscribers, 750 subscribers on YouTube.
On YouTube, on or before the end of February in 2016. Please help us, guys, because it's just helping more folks like you out there that can use a little bit of free info.
Yeah, all it takes, just tell a friend in the business.
Tell a friend, like us on Facebook as well.
All right, guys. Cool. We'll send this one home, and everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Spend some time with the family, like Greg said. Take some mental time off from the real estate game, and then we are back here on Monday. So there is no episode on Friday. Obviously, it's the day after Thanksgiving.
No.
I will be watching the Cornhuskers take on the number 4th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes in a little game that Greg, you may be unfamiliar with this. It's called football.
Is that the one with the little white ball and you had to hit it in the hole?
Yeah, it's the one with the scrum and the
this
okay, but tackling.
Oh, okay. So the one with the net with the yellow ball.
Right one. Yeah, football.
Net with the yellow ball, right?
Yes. So anyway, we'll be back here Monday at 3 o'clock Pacific with another episode. We're wrapping up our series on farming. It is technically still November on Monday, so we have one final episode to go, all about real estate farming. Then we'll wrap up that topic and move on to something else in December. We're excited about that. We actually got some really cool guest interviews coming up in December, so we'll announce who they are and what we're talking about. But December will more focus on hitting the ground running in 2016, getting your marketing up and running, getting your lead gen and prospecting, get ducks in a row, so to speak, so that you hit the ground running in 2016.
Absolutely, guys. And I've been researching like mad. I got some really cool stuff, some stats I want to share with you about digital farming and marketing and what's working, what people are planning on where to be spending, and help you guys do a workaround on that. So if people are spending in one area, well, what if we can go over here, not spend as much and get just the same amount of a response? So got some good stuff, but like Matt said, we're going to kick this thing home. Guys, I love you. Thank you beyond you can ever imagine for viewing us and interacting with us. Matt and I truly enjoy doing this. So it's only because of you that we can do it. And email me, text me, call me with podcast ideas or guests that you think would be good for our show.
Yeah, definitely. That would be great. We can always use all the help we can get, especially up-and-coming agents. I mean, sometimes we just don't know who they are. I'm connected to a lot of the guys that have been in the game for a while. We would love to interview agents that are within their first few years or have gotten back into the market and are succeeding, especially if you're using something that's a little bit unconventional that you would like to share. Get a hold of us. So shoot Greg an email, greg@mcdanielrealestatesystems.com.
No, that one will go into cyberspace nowhere. You got to do
it's forwarded to your email.
Trust me, it doesn't work. McDaniel.44@gmail.com, or just text me, guys. I'll get it over to you the correct way.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, like I said, let's send this baby home. We will see you guys on Monday. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Greg, is always a pleasure.
Matt, a pleasure. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.